have 15 minutes of airtime live from Needmore left before we have to part ways, West James. So hopefully we can get this race finished.
We've got 10 laps down, 25 to go, and they've extinguished the caution. The flagman's got that green flag in his hand. He's looking at him. Let's see what Gainey does.
Off of turn 4. Here they come.
He puts a foot to it, and here we go. We're back to racing at Needmore Speedway.
We'll try to give you the best 15 minutes of coverage, possibly to the finish. If not, they'll rack them and stack them and wreck them, and we'll try to have you an update on Twitter. Maybe we'll audio record the finish and post it up for later, but we've been on the air for almost 5 hours now. In about 15 minutes, it'll be 5 hours of coverage. And out in turn number 2, it's still Nevin Gainey leading the way. Looking Colton Leyendecker. He's starting to pounce his way to the front spot. He's now moved his way to 8th, 9th, 10th spot. Battling that other machine. And we got a hard crash on the back straightaway. Oh my goodness. A shower of sparks erupts. Cars zig and zag to the infield. They're slipping and sliding because they're stuck in the mud from the rain all week. And that was a nasty hit on the back straightaway. He hit so hard, West James, that was a shower of sparks coming from the back end to the front of that chassis.
And quickly, our track crew, the track personnel out to check. First thing they'll do is check on the driver, and then they'll assess the damage to the car and whether they can push him off or if he's got to have a wrecker. Well, there comes the wrecker right on out just to make sure.
Wow.
But our guys up front, Nevin Gainey, Cody Overton, Tyler Sanders, and Russell Brown, they were just flat moving away from everybody.
Man, that was a hard hit. Our safety crews are over there on the scene. Haven't seen the rescue summoned over there to turn number 2. So the driver's out of the car, race fans. Round of applause. He is okay. Driver is out of the car, walking around and surveying the damage of his own doing, of what might have been or could have been. And my goodness, he pancaked that car on the front end, West James. Man.
Yes, he did. Right head on into that wall. It'll take a few minutes to get that cleared up. All the cars get single file, and as they're making their way around Needmore Speedway. This is a fast track that can get real slippery at times. It's a racer's racetrack, because if you can race, this is where you want to come race at.
The following broadcast of the 2018 Early Bird 50 has been a presentation of the CRN Community Radio Network. Again, thank you to Kelly Walker and Chance Smith of the Needmore Speedway giving us the broadcast rights of this event. Thank you to, again, executive producer Trey Snide. This event is solely for the private non-commercial use or listening audience. Any publication, reproduction of these events, retransmitted, reproduced without the express written consent of Trey Snide of CRN Community Sports Radio Network is restricted and prohibited. We'll stay on the air with you for about another 12 minutes before Sunday Night Football, and they'll get ready for their broadcast tonight. Go figure. I've been so busy, I forgot who's playing Sunday Night Football tonight. Who's playing?
I have no idea.
Well, Steelers beat the Jaguars 20-16.
Boo.
Lions beat the Panthers. I love it. 20-19. And Joey Logano wins the NASCAR championship.
What about the Falcons?
I don't know. I think I have my favorites page, but we'll find out real quick. Hang on a second for you while we get ready for the restart. We'll look at scores and stats. Hey, the Cowboys beat the Falcons 22-19. Dallas Cowboys beat the Falcons. Panthers lost to the Lions 20-19. Colts beat the Titans 38-10. 38-35 Giants over Buccaneers. How about those Texans over the Redskins 23-21. 24-21 the score over the Ravens and the Bengals. My Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Jaguars 20-16. 23-21 Raiders over Cardinals. Broncos go down to beat the Chargers by 23-22. Saints kill the Eagles 48-7. And tonight, the Bears and the Vikings, and we got you covered on CRN. Back to the line, green in the air. Can we get this race home and done in 10 minutes?
We've got 23 laps to go, and it's not going to happen because we've got a major pileup.
Oh, my goodness.
Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
6,
cars.
7, 8 cars more, and they're rolling. I have said it once. I will say it again. Ladies and gentlemen, in Norman Park, Georgia, open up a Waffle House. We are scattered, smothered, and covered with a metal omelet mayhem of destruction in turns 1 and 2. Wow. Track is blocked from top to bottom.
Yes, it is. They're going to have to put the red flag out. Now, the car that hit the wall up top is rolling towards us. How about that?
Starting to get foggy.
It is. The 25 car, James Willis, hit the wall, and he's headed back down the front straightaway.
Well, we just had the big one. Again, we had it in the street stock event. Kind of lucked up on not having it in the Early Bird 50 late model special, but in the 602 late model event, yeah, we just got scattered, smothered, and covered again as well. Updates on the drivers, we'll let you know here in a moment. They're checking out damage at the Need More Body Shop. We'll get that incident cleared up. We'll try to get back to resumption of the race. Tonight, top of the hour, 8 o'clock, it's going to be the Vikings and the Bears. The Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. That'll be Sunday Night Football. We will part ways here from Need More Speedway for that. And again, we thank you for joining us for our coverage. Give us a like on Community Radio Network, Sports Family Community. Sports Family Life Community. That is the Community Radio Network standard. Co-operated and owned by yours truly, Wesley Outland and Trey Snyde. We work together. Everything's 50-50. There ain't no, well, you get 60-20 or 70-30. We do a sponsor. We put a package together. 50 for you, 50 for me.
Hey, that's
50-50.
Can't beat that.
Have Mike will travel. We do have people we have that do other events for us. Maybe next year we'll bring Joe Kelly in here. I know he's tired. He worked that big Dale and Emil Ruderman Memorial modified race last night at Bubba Raceway, but he's an announcer himself too, Joe Kelly. Maybe next year we can get him to stay here and he'd be a pit reporter or, work the races for us. Maybe y'all work in the booth and I work pit road. I love working pit road. You can always find stories anywhere in racing if you look for them.
You can find stories anywhere if you look for them. All you got to do is be just a little bit inquisitive.
I'm one of those guys that I want to be in the booth. No, I'll be in the booth. You put me in the pits. You put me working the video boards. You put me just announcing whenever, there's 2 minutes of fame at the Cup Series races when the radio networks take TV time out or radio time out. I just, lapse in knowledge. That's what Mike Leggett and Steve Bell always told me to learn. And so it's been a pleasure. It's been fun. We're going to stay with you for another 6 minutes, but ain't nothing changed. We're working on cleanup as hard as they can in turn number 1 and 2, West James.
They sure are. As soon as I get some eyeballs on that number on the back straightaway, I'll tell you what car that is because it is heavily damaged. It was the only car. There were 5 cars involved in that, and 4 of them were rolled out. It was the 22 car of Jonah Bozeman.
This race broadcast of the Early Bird 50 will be available for archive replay. You can listen to it tonight. As soon as we go off the air live, the archives go up immediately. You can share it with your friends. You can share it on social media. You can tag certain events. That's one of the cool things I just put together working on this week where there might be a highlight of the race where maybe, the Brown family wants to tag the moment of the Victory Lane speeches if they choose to. Well, they can find it, and you can tag that, and you can be able to take little snippets and samples and send it and post it. It's our content. We allow you to do that. Just don't steal our content. We just ask you share it. Just share.
Just share it.
We share. As my mom always says, we share in this family. We share. Don't steal. You share.
29 cars started this feature race, and 21
that
are
guy's
still
down there
on the
looking
track.
at me like, what the world that guy talking about? I'm serious. You share. You get a lot further in life sharing instead of stealing. Ladies and gentlemen, flagmen, can we show them one to go? We've only got 5 minutes of broadcast airtime left before we have to leave. For you fans in the grandstands, you can see it till it's over with. And for those that listen to the broadcast, it's free, and you've got your 5 hours of entertainment.
You sure have.
Wes James, bring it back to the restart, buddy. I think we're going to come to green this time by.
Well, I'm looking to see.
Or 1 to go.
Looking to see if Scotty, our flag man, he's looking at him. He's talking to the tower, the scores. Make sure everybody's lined up.
Beam me up, Scotty. Come on.
And there is
warp speed.
He did not give him the 1 to go this time by. Something's just not quite right. Our ladies next door, they make sure that everything is just right before they turn these guys loose.
I understand. It's got to be right.
It's got to be right. If it ain't right, there's liable to be a fight.
That's right. They're going to show 1 to go this time by, though.
Yes, he is.
Yes, sir.
And that light is blinking on the back straightaway.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Ready for the restart. We'll stay on the air with you until the top of the hour, or at least 4 minutes, and then we have to go. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage. They're coming to green.
Yes, sir. Nevin Gainey, he hits that first barrel. When will he fire? And he's halfway through. There he goes, halfway through turns 3 and 4. He puts his foot into it. Under the grandstands they go, and we're back to racing here at Needmore Speedway, Wesley Outland.
Here we go. We'll take you to the finish if we can, if they can knock out 35 laps in 3 minutes, but I find it highly doubtful. Back straightaway to turn 3. Nevin Gainey out in front leads the way. He's out in front now. Overton is in second spot. Battle going on between the 00 and the 22 in the mix. From the back, coming hard to the front, it's going to be Tyler Seabolt. He's battling now with Tyler Sanders. Tyler and Tyler's show for 3rd and 4th off turn 4.
Well, watch these guys as they come around. I'm watching the middle of the pack because we're racing 2 wide, coming through 3 and 4, and they tuck back inside. And that's Dana Island in that K1 car. That's not Dana Island.
That's right.
That's Ronnie Newsom.
K1 is Ronnie Newsom. Yes, sir.
And he ducks back inside.
Back to turns number 1 and 2 again. Out in front, that number 3 car leading the way. Nevin Gainey, problems in turn 3. Fairclough's car off the pace in the 16. Top of the racetrack, Jason Fairclough up the hill at a snail's pace. He'll make it to the return road to the overflow pits. The race rolls on. And the leader is Nevin Gainey leading to the back straightaway.
We've got 20 laps to go here at Needmore Speedway.
20 laps are remaining, 15 are in. Nevin Gainey is out in front.
Cody Overton right behind him, and then Russell Brown about 5-6 car lengths back in 3rd.
Well, the race goes on, but we have to get ready to leave here in a few moments with Nevin Gainey still out in front, the black number 3. Shades of the great man in black and the Intimidator, Dale Earnhardt Sr. over the 97 of Cody Overton. Sitting in 3rd, the 00 started all the way in 30th position. Tyler Seabolt has moved his way into the 3rd position from the back. What a great run for him. And Dull Trouble, front straightaway. Spinner on the bottom, the 93, and it works out perfectly. Dustin Newell spins in turn number 4. And we got to go. Wes James, it's been a pleasure, my friend. Wow. We got 1 minute before we have to sign off. What's your thoughts of the Early Bird 50? And a pleasure having us.
I'm going to tell you what,
weekend.
It's been a fantastic evening of racing. We still got one race to finish, and I've enjoyed meeting you. More importantly, I've enjoyed working with you.
It has. Hopefully our paths will cross again. Stay in touch with us on social media. It's so cool. If people use social media the right way instead of the negative way, you can use it in a positive. And please remember to do that. Use social media positively instead of negatively so your track's not the next one shut down. Hey, for Wes James, I'm Wesley Outland. Thank you to Kelly Walker and Chance Smith for executive producer Trey Snide. I'm Wesley Outland. We thank you all for joining us to our flag-to-flag coverage of the 2018 Needmore Speedway Early Bird 50, an exclusive presentation of the CRN Community Radio Network. Have a great night from Norman Park, Georgia. We'll talk to you soon. And don't forget about basketball between West Garner and Clayton on Tuesday night with me and Trey Snide. Take care.